Alright everybody, what's going on, Dark Magical community, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you another Time Wizard format duel. This time it is my friend Blaine Bolden on the left playing his Synchro summon deck versus myself on the right playing Lightsworn, which is kind of a little bit more like Lightsworn now. We're testing out a few new things within the deck just to see how it works out. So, as always, if you guys are enjoying the content and you want to see more, please consider subscribing. It really means a lot to me when you guys do that. It really motivates me to go above and beyond for you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right into this duel today. This is the 2010 Edison format, so it does look like I win the die roll, and actually it looks like Blaine does win the die roll. So looks like the Synchro summon deck is going to be going first. Starts off by normal summoning Card Trooper, calling effect, milling 3 for cost, and gaining 500 for every card milled. He does set one card face down, and proceeds to end his turn. I draw for turn. Start off by activating Solar Recharge, discarding Jane Lightsworn Paladin, milling 2, unfortunately hitting MST and Cold Wave, but I do decide to go ahead and pay 800 to activate Brain Control, taking Card Trooper and using his own Card Trooper against him, milling my own Card Trooper, Chaos Sorcerer, and another copy of Solar Recharge. I go in to punch him for 19. Normal summon Plague Spreader with intentions to make either Android or Catastor, but unfortunately end up getting Book of Moon on the Plague Spreader, so looks like more than likely he's going to end up getting this Card Trooper back during the end phase, only to use it again on his following turn. So Blaine draws for turn, activates Card Trooper yet again, mills 3 more cards, putting Card Trooper up to 1900 attack. I'm just chilling out here, got my face down Plague Spreader, which easily gets run over by a Card Trooper. He passes turn, I draw for turn. Sit here and look at my hand and ponder a little bit. I activate a copy of Foolish Burial, sending Wolf to special summon Wolf. Go ahead and stack a card atop a deck to special summon Plague Spreader Zombie from the graveyard. I Synchro summon 6 with Plague Spreader and Wolf, going into a copy of... Looks like I had a couple of different options here. Going into a copy of Goyo Guardian, which is going to attack over Card Trooper. He will draw a card, and I will get to special summon his Card Trooper to my side of the field, using Card Trooper to mill 3, hitting Wolf, Nekroz Archetypes, and Solar Recharge. Very good mills there once again, and just kind of passing over turn to him there. Blaine draws for turn. Flips over what I thought and was almost sure was a Raikou, but turns out it is just a Sangan. He tries to attack Wolf to proc a search off Sangan. I Nekroz Archetypes to block the attack so he cannot get the Sangan search. Sits here and looks at his hand for a few minutes, trying to figure out what the best line of play for him would be. Decides to normal summon Junk Synchron and Synchro 6 into the Lightsworn killer itself, Bryanak, Dragon of the Ice Bear. This card is so hard to get rid of for me. He does go ahead and discard 3, clearing my whole board and giving him his Card Trooper back. This is definitely the most faithful Card Trooper I have ever seen in a single game. That does proc Sangan's effect, which is going to search out a copy of Quick Draw Synchron. He does decide to go ahead and stack a card for Plague Spreader Zombie, and Synchro with Plague Spreader and the Bryanak into, more than likely, probably a Stardust Dragon. Yep, Stardust Dragon does come down, along with a Pot of Avarice. So this is going to allow him to shuffle 5 monsters from his graveyard back into his deck and draw 2 cards, as long as I do not have a DD Crow, which I do not. So he gives it a few quick shuffles. I give it a couple of cuts, and he gets to draw 2 new cards. Looks like it was, I couldn't tell exactly what it was. I think it was definitely a Raikou. He sets 2 with a Stardust, so protection for Stardust is always good. I normal summon a Lila, Lightsworn Sorceress. Move in to try to attack Stardust. It gets deprisoned. And I do believe I am, unfortunately, having to pass here. It allows for turn. Special summons Quick Draw Synchron by discarding 1, and then activates Pot of Avarice, shuffling back 5 to draw 2 more. Give it a couple of cuts. He draws 2. Looks like he hit a quick draw and something else. Hits me for 25. I drop a Gores on the 25, so it gives me a 2500 attack point Gores token. Switch both to attack position. Do declare an attack with the token over Stardust Dragon and drop Honest, as the Gores token is a light monster. Do not forget that. Then hit over the quick draw and pass turn here. Yeah, he summons quick draw yet again in defense position. I draw for turn. I do switch my Gores token to defense. Figured if he had Mirror Force here, I'd rather try to keep the Gores token, which is a light that I can use to attack over things in tangent with Honest. So we decide to just go Gores, attack over, quick draw, and pass turn here. He has Foolish Burial, which, who knows what he can send here. I do believe, yep, he ends up sending a copy of Dandelion, which is going to special summon him 2 fluff tokens in defense position. Pass the turn here. I draw for turn. At this point, I think if he had Torrential, he would have Torrentialed on the summon of the tokens, so I'd normal Lila with priority, hitting one of the back row, which is Starlight Road. Poor Blaine can never resolve Starlight Road. Switch my Gores token to attack position. Hit both of the fluff tokens in phase. I'm going to mill 3. Drop a couple cards in the floor. Don't think I hit a wolf. Definitely didn't come down if I did. He draws for turn. Normal summons Lone Fire Blossom. Activates the effect to special summon out another Lone Fire Blossom. Fueling his next Pot of Avarice. Summons a defense position Dandelion. Definitely just trying to hold out here and trying to secure this game here. He's definitely got a good game plan. I draw for turn, draw Reinforcing the Army, which just happens to grab the Aaron that was left in my deck. I normal summon the Aaron, which is immediately going to kick the Dandelion back to deck, and that takes me to a game 1 win over Synchro Summon. So very good game here. Definitely really enjoying this format. Never really occurred to me how many problems I feel like really exist within the modern game until I really started playing this format again. That will be discussed in a separate video why I'm enjoying this format more than modern format, but it definitely is. There's something to being able to activate a card to search and not getting hand trapped 5 times in the same turn. So it starts off by discarding Dandelion to special summon quick draw Synchron, one of the strongest openings the deck has. It's going to Synchro quick draw and one of the fluff tokens into a Drill Warrior. Normal summon a copy of Car Trooper, mill 3, hits Brain Control, Titanial, and Light and Darkness Dragon. Throws down a couple of back row and passes. I draw for turn here. I activate Solar Recharge, discarding Wolf, drawing 2, milling 2. Can't tell exactly what that was. I think it was a Necro Garden and Arcus. Or it was a Plague Spreader zombie. I start off by going normal summon Garoth Lightsworn Warrior, immediately eating Bottomless Trap Hole. I just pass turn to him here. It's not looking good for me in this game. He activates Car Trooper again, milling Judgment, Debris Dragon, and Sangan. Looks like he's going to normal summon Debris Dragon, activating Debris' effect to bring back, more than likely, Dandelion. This is more than likely going to turn into a Stardust Dragon here. Looking through his extra deck, trying to decide which one of these Synchros he wants to bring out. So Synchro summons, or uses Synchro material of Debris Dragon, Dandelion. Looks like he's thinking here. Trying to decide which one of these Synchros is going to be the best for the situation. I think he was originally going for Ancient Fairy Dragon, but decides to go ahead and use the Dandelion Fluff token, I believe, to make Red Dragon Archfiend, which is going to summon back out the 2 fluff tokens. And he's going to go in for some major damage here, a 1900, I do believe a 2400 Drill Warrior, and a 3000 Red Dragon Archfiend. Into battle phase, his tokens are going to get destroyed because they did not declare an attack, and pass turn here. So at this point, I think that I'm very low. I don't remember exactly what I'm at here, but things are not looking good for me in this current situation here. A normal summon Jane, Lightsworn Paladin. Stack a card for Plague Spider Zombie. Plague Spider once again gets Book of Moon, and at this point, I don't think that there is a winning this game for me. Yep, I'm way too low to even continue playing the game. Red Dragon Archfiend is just going to ruin my day. So, moving into the Game 3. Always love playing against Blaine. I did tell Blaine after this match had concluded that I think this is the best game of Edison that I have played so far. You guys are going to see this Game 3 is very much so down to the wire in every way. Definitely the best Edison game that I have played thus far. I do elect to go first in this Game 3. And let's see what ends up happening. Start off my turn with a very familiar play, summoning Card Trooper, milling Trag, Ryko, and Wolf. Wolf special summoning itself, passing for turn. Blaine draws for turn. The ever so faithful Brain Control that I've gotten destroyed by this entire match activates Brain Control, taking my Card Trooper. Card Trooper's effect, milling 3. Plague Spider, Ryko, and Mirror Force. Got the Plague Spider already. Normal summoning Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, and having my Wolf Lightsworn Beast. Didn't expect the Gale to drop. This deck is all over the place. Blaine is definitely a madman when it comes to his deck building, but hey, if it works, it works. Being able to have a tuner and have the attack of something. Uses Brionac to bounce the Wolf back to my hand, summoning out 2 fluff tokens off the Dandelion that he discarded for Brionac. I draw for turn. Activate Gold Sark here. More than likely this is going to hit a Judgment Dragon. Yep, so in 2 turns we'll be getting that bad boy to our hand. Once again, Brionac, the destroyer of Lightsworn, normal summon and attack over a token, in phase, mill 2, and pass. It's just always hard to keep a board established through Brio because they just keep bouncing everything that you try to summon. So he does go quick draw Synchron, discard Lad, special summon, discard Titanium, bounce back. Very smart here to play around Honest. He's going to end up doing a Synchro summon here. Into a Drill Warrior. I decide to activate Card Destruction as I have no other choices. Do not have anything in my hand that can get over this Brio. So the Heart of the Cards, please be on my side, activating another Gold Sarcophagus, this time banishing Chaos Sorcerer. Normal summon Lumina Lightsworn Summoner, discard Plague Spider to special summon Jane, stack a card for Plague Spider special summon, and then go into Mistworm, finally getting over the dreaded Brionac. Definitely think it would have been more correct for Blaine in this situation to discard a card for a Drill Warrior, so he would be able to still have that reoccurring Drill Warrior. But like I said before in a lot of these videos, we are all still learning this format, and Blaine hasn't been playing even Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! All that long, so learning an older format definitely is not easy for him. But he does have Pot of Avarice, yet again. Pot of Avarice does seem to love him. Shuffling back 5 to be able to draw 2 cards. Let's see what he picks up here. Card Trooper and something else. Always have a hard time seeing the second card. Goes normal summon Card Trooper, activate effect mill 3, charge, deprison, and Qliphort Hedgehog. Big plus having that Qliphort Hedgehog in the graveyard. Definitely going to see him come back later in this game. Sits here and ponders a little bit back and forth. Uses Plague Spider's effect to stack a card top of deck to special summon. That is going to make everyone's favorite Synchro, Ally of Justice Cataster, which is immediately going to get rid of this Mistworm. Activate Threatening Roar. thankfully, to save my Mistworm. Draw for turn. That's 2 turns on Gold Sarcophagus. I am low enough at this point, I believe, that I think I am at 1,000 here. So I do not have enough to be able to pay for Judgment Dragon, making this very awkward. I switch my Mistworm to defense. Decide I'm going to special summon Judgment Dragon, which is going to get Solemn Judgmented. I set 1 card face down and pass. At this point, had he drawn a normal summon, more than likely he would have ended up winning. But he decides to just use Catastor to go ahead and attack over Mistworm, leaving me in a top decking situation. I draw for turn. That's also 2 turns up on Chaos Sorcerer. I activate Charge of Light Brigade, milling 3, to search for the ever so faithful Aaron Lightsworn Monk, which has assisted me a lot throughout the course of this game. Go ahead and banish a Light and Dark to special summon out Chaos Sorcerer, which is immediately going to go ahead and banish away the Ally of Justice Catastor. Normal summon the Aaron, kick that back to the deck, and we're going to see what he ends up top decking here. Ends up top decking a Raikou into an established Aaron, so not the best top deck for Blaine in this situation. Setting 1 and passing. Do go to battle phase and shuffle that back into deck. Poke him for 23 with Chaos Sorcerer. In phase mill 3, which did include a Wolf Lightsworn Beast. Drawing for turn. Looks like he... Was that a Torrential? I couldn't quite tell. I hit him for 1,600, which is enough for games. So Lightsworn does manage to take this matchup 2-1. Very good job to Blaine and his Synchro Summon deck. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you're liking the content and you want to see more, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. Alright guys, that's it for this time. We'll see you next time on Dark Magical Gaming. Take care, everyone.